else you needed besides what I gave you?
I don't think so.
This is just all there's the checks and all that stuff. And then so far, I don't have any claims that haven't been approved.
Gotcha.
Because you haven't approved them. This is our claims report, so that's all the claims, that's how much we spent.
Okay.
And then that's just another claims approval list. That's our cash, that's revenue, well, cash. Cash report,
Gotcha.
revenue,
Gotcha.
and then it's all your reports, your financial
Gotcha. So we
reports.
just review this and then we'll
And
sign
that's,
that?
and, yep, and that's show me down what, checks this through this.
Yep.
And that's all the payroll checks and all the bills that were paid for the month of March.
Oh, I see. You got your line up right here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then the wastewater check and the electronic checks that went out, so.
Good.
Got it?
Got it.
Got it, all right.
You made 2 copies of the same letter?
Well, because one was already before, and then one was that she put in her packet,
All right.
so. She really had me make copies of that one, and then it was in her packet that she's wanted me to sign for.
See what happens when the night progresses.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Morning, or afternoon.
For me, it is close to morning, so you're forgiven, Hope.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't care. I'm just coming, so wherever.
Yes. For
I'm-
her and I, it is warm.
It's warm in here. I'm gonna sit where it ain't so warm. Go ahead, sit down.
I would, but I came in because otherwise everybody has to walk past you.
Should I sit up one more seat?
It doesn't, no, you're
You wanna
fine,
sit
it
in
doesn't
front?
matter.
What's that?
You wanna sit in front? Oh,
I have
no.
something to say, they'll hear it, I know that. And I have some stuff to say. I'm Jean, by the way, everybody,
Oh,
at the end of Lover's Lane, with a sewer problem.
Yes.
And hopefully that will get addressed.
You're on the agenda, I believe.
Well, good.
okay. Can you get it behind you?
I think I can.
She just printed them out to where we each have one, so it's just the bill packet with all the
This
check
is-
numbers, and after you review it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, thank you. I thought I was sitting on your lap. I thought I knew to come with those shit outs. Oh shit, where's Joe?
Do you have them done then now?
Oh, I put
A year, 2 years ago.
it in the zipper.
I never got to see exactly how much it was stuff. A month?
You know, on the side of the road.
Now we're
I
down to
didn't
26.
want
I'm doing something better.
it. Is it for sure now?
Where was the rest going?
I got thin
Very
white
true.
leather. Thin white leather with the very fold.
He was saying on around before it was out, like close to 40.
Well, it was professional. Just pure shots.
Just don't pay no bill.
Oh, man, I should.
Skip a couple months along there.
Oh, don't even go there.
Your
Not
checks are
gonna
still
say
full,
a
right?
word.
When yours click, it
Yeah.
means you won't show up. I'm
Not
sure.
done yet.
Hello.
There you go.
Hey, got front seats here.
We got the rocker tonight. fridge, there's a coat, a jacket to do next. Ow. It's gonna be cool. Lady brought her and she lived with her and had it. And this canvas got it going.
That's from the attorneys for MMA explaining basically, yes, they hired a firm to represent as far as we know.
You want one of these, Tina? No. Put them down the list. Bid number 7. Okay. Oh, sorry. This goes with, okay. That's me, you might see it. And there's the pen that goes with it.
I like that format.
Clean it up for him, especially too, when you actually see what it went.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What it went in the back.
Okay, you guys can hand that back down to Gary. He's really good about asking about that. That years ago. And I wouldn't want to take his job away from him. How are you guys tonight?
Thank you. With that nice little rain storm that we had.
There's brothers.
It sounded like it, I guess.
Get both angles.
Well,
Get both
tomorrow,
ears.
next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stick out bad enough anyway.
Bad thing about no air.
That's it.
The new one? Oh,
Can't hide it.
I'm like, holy cow. I thought it would run.
In overtime?
That's where we used to
Going in
live,
almost-
I used to live,
Oh, really?
in Ingham County.
Oh, I bet that place was on fire after that.
They burned houses on campus.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, that was huge.
How you doing, Jeff?
And like, pretty much no matter what on my jacket, if Izzo has a team in there, I hate to
We
really
survived
take every
winter.
time.
What's that?
Always keep busy.
But I never thought it would
No,
happen.
like
Waiting for the lake to thaw a little bit to try that out.
Player on the bench, and those kids. Yeah, that was probably the best game I've
Have you been over there
Big
recently?
crack must have been.
I
tried to go the whole way.
Well, they were saying now too.
Froze solid.
Still
froze solid,
CBS and
yeah.
ESPN.
There are people out there ice fishing, so.
Because Duke is gone.
A couple more weeks, weather like this, it'll be,
Spur up team.
Yeah.
it'll be mountain.
Have you got a picture of you guys?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's great.
Well, each of them have
I bet we get in there,
an even chance of it.
Mm-hmm. That and even Auburn, that
First
team,
time
like,
you can get in,
during the middle of the
face it
season, I
really
enjoy
good.
watching them, but I think, nah, they're too young, they won't do it, and then.
I thought one
Well,
was so
I think
that's
beautiful.
tough, yeah.
I mean, shooter, every
You do
time.
look beautiful.
Yeah, they rallied right behind him with him and Dean.
She don't eat that rich stuff.
It was cool. I like watching Kentucky get knocked
Really?
out there, just cause they get
I
so many of the
wasn't
big
real-
recruits. that-
Girls and they go down.
I made a bunch of calls for asphalt and stuff for patching and that stuff on there. Nobody's fired up their plant and they won't be until the 15th, there's like asphalt on there.
This month?
And, so for a ton of the gold mix, $76 a ton, gold mix. But we can't do that, that's the way it was,
Right.
it's 56 a ton. And it's 220 for delivery no matter what, and Knife River is the only one that's sufficient as a model.
That's not. Yeah.
You know, I'm not there most of the time.
And then just have to put it in the ends of your bucket of cars. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And if we buy a whole pallet in one shot, it's $14.50 a bag.
So it's.
So a whole pallet would cost $6.93. Cause that only looks like you're getting a ton of.
Well, yeah.
Like those are the city you have on set, like cities in winter. The guy said, they usually like during, right before winter, like Dad told me, he said pretty much everywhere surrounding came through the winter so bad that he's like, we got about 3 shovels full left. So he's like, there's nothing left. He said, he'll call us when they have another one. So he's like, expect $5.
Are you ready?
He said, yeah, he said he was in earlier, so he could do that.
Started here. Go ahead and get started. Call the meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get started, I would like to say something here. Recently, I've been informed by several people, calls and on messaging me on Facebook, commenting about the really ugly comments that have been made toward the town on a couple different Facebook pages, websites. If they want to attack me, that's fine. That goes with the territory. I don't care. But when they start attacking our town employees, that's a different thing. People in this town have said they want it to grow. Well, if you're gonna make ugly comments and tear everything down and try to divide everybody, it's not gonna happen. So, if you wanna be ugly, that's fine. But it does not reflect badly on anyone except the people that are saying those ugly things. And that's about all I've got to say. Don't attack Art. Jan is doing as good as she can right now being a new employee. We have never had this kind of crap before. And it's not appreciated. She doesn't deserve these kind of name calling. She doesn't deserve the kind of treatment she's been getting. We had a person come in her office the other day and tell her she was stupid, that she had to be related to the mayor in order to get the job, or someone else that had some pull in town, which is not true. I never ever met Jan before I didn't even interview her. The council hired, not me. Jeremy's been doing a terrific job. He's still in the stage. Now I have told both of them, it is going to take them some time to get to where they are absolutely comfortable with everything they're doing. Right now we have been going through months and months of corrections and all kinds of things on our financial accounts. We've had another person come in and go through them with us. We have to have those balanced almost to zero before the auditors will even come in. And we're going to have a full-blown audit this year. So if you want the town to grow, you want people to stay here, come into town and whatever, let's get rid of the negative and the ugliness. I had one lady call me and she said they had moved here several years ago, bought a property here, and she said she apologized to me for the ugly comments made on these websites. She said that she wishes now that they had never moved here because the town is so ugly. And I agree with her. So let's try and do some good things for the town instead of
Yeah,
always negative
we'll
comments.
start right there.
Okay, I need Josh.
He's right here.
Oh, sorry, Josh, I didn't
Yep,
see you back
in the
there.
back.
Hiding.
Okay, in the back.
Okay, so, Carbon County Sheriff's Report.
Yep, good evening. So I apologize, I didn't get them printed off, but I'll email
Oh,
them
that's
to you.
okay.
So there's about 40 hours for the month of March, time spent here by the sheriff's office. 27 different calls for service. There was some harassment threats at the school that the deputies dealt with. Some welfare checks. There's a fraud investigation. And again, that's a scam deal. That's people trying to solicit money from out of country. A couple traffic stops. We continue to have the restraining order violations. You hear about that every month, and it's the same people. They're investigations. There's a call that comes in, and they investigate it. And when they live here, both parties live here. It's an ongoing deal. So we hear about that every month, I guess is what we're trying to say. And that doesn't necessarily mean there's charges filed. It's investigated. Will be turned over to the city attorney. Other than that, fairly quiet. Now that spring's here, you know, the guys will be out more and more in the light evening hours, you know, as they're passing through
I
town
saw
and
him out
stuff.
today, quite often,
Yeah.
matter of fact.
I was over here this afternoon.
Where you didn't walk by my house. One of the deputies did
No,
because they were, I don't know what they were looking for.
Yeah,
but
they were over here, but
Yeah,
yeah, we were
I
both
see
over
him quite
here.
often.
Yeah, so we're here, so we know the kids will be out and more people going through, so later you'll see us passing through, so. Other than that, I think that's basically what it is. There's little things going on, but nothing real newsworthy.
Well, it
So-
was a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It was gorgeous. So. Any questions? I'll get you those, Jan.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Has everyone reviewed the minutes? Any changes or discussion?
I make a motion, we accept the minutes for March 4th, council meeting.
Okay, I have a motion to approve the minutes for March 4th. Do I have a second?
I'll second, sure.
Okay. We have a motion to approve and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And we have the amended minutes for February 11th, special meeting concerning the Audrey Walliser contract. Says, I'll read it to you because I don't think anybody has copies out there. Meeting was called to order 7:58 p.m. by Mayor Miller. Council members present were Bill Brule, Tim Nottingham, Dave Stapleton. Council member Nate Payton was not present. City Attorney Hope Freeman and Town Clerk Jen Chrisman were also present. Public attendees were Aaron King and Tammy Taylor. Audrey Walliser was not present at the meeting. Walliser's contract expired on February 1, 2019. Council member Tim Nottingham would like to see the ordinance revision completed. City Attorney Hope Freeman also agrees with that the ordinances need to be completed. The city attorney stated the ordinance revision and approval process is very time-consuming. Ms. Walliser finished titles 1 through 3 of the ordinances and are ready for submittal to the council. The council appreciates the time and effort that Ms. Walliser put forth. After some discussion, no motion was made regarding Ms. Walliser's contract. Bill Brule motioned to adjourn the meeting. Dave Stapleton seconded the meeting. The motion was approved. The meeting was adjourned. Let me just say that the contract, unless they wanted to continue it, the contract had expired at that point, and unless the motion was made to continue her contract, we didn't have to vote on that. So, I need a motion to approve the minutes of February 11th, 2019, amended for Audrey Walliser's contract.
I make a motion, we accept the amended special meeting for Audrey Walliser contract.
I'll second
I have a motion to approve the amended special meeting minutes of February 11th, 2019, and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The motion is passed. Okay. Has everyone reviewed the billing? Okay.
Let's make a motion to accept the billing.
it. And I'll second that as well.
So I have a motion to approve the bills. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I would like to make a comment about our bills.
Yes.
I noticed that we only spent $26,978.23. Normally, in years past, we were 40+ thousand. So-
When they come in, I pay them.
I just,
That's all I can do,
either we're
so-
doing something right, or we're like, maybe we're not paying them, but it's a good thing to see the bills.
Well, I think what we're doing is we're trying to make sure that the money that goes out produces some kind of progress that we're making. And we're still not finished. We still have a lot of things on the table that we're going to have to discuss and come up with money for. So
Yes.
I think
Right.
I think that's a good thing.
So we're saving money, and we're not
Yes.
double,
I'm trying, when
Double
they come in,
not
I know
wasting
that
money.
we're not wasting our money.
when I first started, they were doubled because they hadn't been done
Right.
with intern workers and stuff
We're
like
getting
that.
Tim- I think Tim's saying in years past.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like I said, if they come in, I put them in, I pay them, and that's,
I think it's a good thing.
I do too.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
You guys should notice, and I did, I came over and I got the bills last month, and I do want to point something out because I was impressed, but it was a little overkill. Jeremy went to a training and spent $18 on 3 meals, and I was like, oh honey, I think we can afford a few more bucks than that, but I have to give him kudos.
That was all my choice.
I thought that was kudos for you, buddy. It wasn't steak and lobster.
Well, we do have a minimum subsistence, a fee that we pay for meals, and I think it's what, $50 a day? And what is it? 30?
$2.
$2. I believe it's
Yeah, pack
50
your
at
lunch.
this point. But Jeremy made his choices, and he's made a lot of choices that sometimes I don't agree with because I tell him, you need to do this or do that. But,
You drank his meals and you can't report alcohol.
You weren't there.
okay, we have a motion to approve the bills in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, so let's go to, Jean, how do you pronounce your last name? Is it Root?
Rio.
What is it?
Rio.
Rio, okay. Then you are up.
Oh, okay. Well, I think all you guys got my packet with all the pictures and the information on my sewer line on it, so, and I know that has been an ongoing issue. And a lot of that, it falls back on how the line was put in not properly, not deep enough, and it needs to be addressed. You know, and I know Shirley said that she was willing to work with me on that. Cotters has been out there, they've talked to you, they've written you letters.
I talked to them today.
And the last time he was out, he ran the camera 3 times and he had to, because that line kept freezing up, going up towards Kevin's house, that direction, and so we had to keep running that camera to see where the ice was blocking it and then run the laser through there. And I mean, he's been out there 3 times this year. So something has got to be done, and I know the survey shows the road is 60 feet wide. I don't think it's been measured to see exactly the exact boundaries, but I think that needs to be done.
That probably includes the easement.
And that, I mean, that needs to be addressed.
Right. And I have talked to Cotters, and I was out there that day that they were cleaning out your clean out.
And he's willing to come out there with his camera when we get ready, you know, when somebody's ready.
Well, they've cambered it already 3 times. We sent our guys out today and they checked the main, and it is where it's supposed to be, the depth of the main. Now, what I'm looking at is where is your tap? So we have to find out where they tapped in, because if it goes to the main or goes close to the main and the tap is too shallow, you're not going to have good sewer service. So what we're going to discuss, probably because we're going to have a meeting soon, a workshop on utilities and water systems and things like that. We have to look at everything. We have to look at our services. We have to look at where you're going. Now, Mr. Cotter's plumbing says that, Brandon said that your line is too shallow and a lift station needs to be
It's only
installed.
16 to 18 inches deep where that
Right.
road's going across.
Right.
And I think what happened is when that road got put in there, that was after the house and everything had been put in. Then, because that alleyway never existed, and then when that road got put in, that's, I think, is what caused the problem that we're dealing with today.
Well, I think what Cotters is saying is that if you want your sewer to run into the main like it should, that lift station needs to be put on your property to push your sewage into the main. Again, we're going to have to look at the tap and see where that's at. If the tap, am I right, Spencer? If the tap is too high, we're not going to have enough drop.
Right.
And it will freeze. But mostly it will freeze before it gets to the main, which it's been doing.
Right, and then it backs up in your mind.
Yes, but
And
it
it's been
freezes.
freezing before it gets into the sewer main itself? It's
Yes,
been freezing in her
yes.
service
Yes.
line?
No,
It
it doesn't
freezes
freeze
at
your
her-
service line.
It freezes at her clean out, which is right on the other side of the fence on
Okay,
her
the
property.
clean out is here, and it freezes, and this is all 16 inches across this road,
Okay.
Right.
because he has ran the camera. It doesn't drop to 4 feet until it hits Kevin's garbage can, which is across the road. So every time you have somebody driving over this, it
Pushes the
affects the
permafrost
freeze
down.
deal.
Yeah.
So then it freezes back to right where clean out's at. That's where he goes in to get this across there.
Okay.
But you guys have another issue. Nobody's thinking about it. You don't jump on this and a garbage truck goes down there, a semi, and they break that line, you can tell them what they're gonna deal with.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that is that we've had, when we had that street closed, we had farm trucks and big trucks going over that quite often. And big trucks and other big vehicles have gone over that road for I don't know how many years. Now, I know when Rosie lived there, and I've tried to go back and see what I could find in the files as far as any kind of a problem with that main. And I can't find any kind of comments or any complaints made before you bought the property.
There wouldn't have been a complaint until the road was put in and then it's solidified. You lost the
And when was the
extra,
road put in?
you lost the extra protection of the loose gravel and the grass
This
and
is
stuff.
south
That would've been whenever Kevin had his shop put in.
And it was an alley before then?
That was never anything, it was just.
Just a dirt road?
It wasn't a road.
No.
You come down Lover's Lane,
All there was
and then you cul-de-sac, going back out, you couldn't get there.
And when Kevin put his auto shop in, then that's when they
extended
paved it.
third down to, and gravelled it, and packed it. Well, that lowered,
So driving on it, you're creating a frost line and you're pushing down.
Yes,
So the
I
fact
know.
that
That's the reason it's showing up in the last 3 years versus before,
Correct.
like when.
the
Strickers
homeowner
were
should not
there.
have to deal with the expense of that.
Right.
we have if it's a problem of, and then it goes over to Kevin's and drops 4 feet down,
Mm-hmm,
That's why he doesn't have trouble?
that's why he doesn't have trouble. It
So it
gets
should
right to the
travel
corner of
from her
his place
side
where his
down to
garbage
that
can
4
is at, if
feet.
you wanna drive down it, and
it
it drops
shouldn't go
4
across
feet.
to the foot and a half and then drop.
That's right.
That
So,
is self-covered.
What we're going to discuss, and I will keep in contact with Eugene about this.
Okay, remember I do work nights.
Yes, I
So,
know.
so there's a comment here on the Cotters that says, I have seen this line frozen going across the yard and going across the road.
Yeah, the very first.
So now we're responsible for the road.
Right, the very first year was the
We are
yard.
responsible to the main,
Right.
Yeah,
just to
That's
To the
expose
main,
the
and the
main.
main is on the other side of
Expose
the
the main,
road.
yeah.
Yeah, when a new home is built, typically, like the homes you have on East River Road,
Mhm.
they had to pay for the sewer line, the sewer service line, all the way from their new house on East River, out into the center of the street.